Imagine an empire that once ruled 3 continents, from Vienna's gates to the Arabian deserts, with riches flowing like the Nile. The sick mane of Europe, they called it, but it wasn't swords or plagues that finally toppled the Ottoman throne. It was that a vicious trap set by European powers that turned sultans into puppets. Today, we are diving deep into how the Ottoman Empire, drowned in loans it could never repay. Stick around because this story feels eerily modern. Hit like if you are ready and subscribe for more hidden stories. Let's set the stage. By the 19th century, the Ottoman Empire, spanning modern Turkey, the Balkans, Middle East, and the north of Africa, was crumbling. Peak glory under Suleiman the Magnificent in the 1500s had given way to military defeats like the failed siege of Vienna in 1683. Corruption gnawed at the core. Janissary corps, once elite soldiers, became lazy writers, demanding bribes. Sultans like Selim III tried reforms, printing Europe's first paper money in 1793, but inflation hit 90%, sparking revolts. Enter the Tanzimat era, 1839 to 1876. Reformist sultans modernized telegraphs, railroads, secular laws. Sounds great, right? But wrong. These upgrades cost a fortune. Wars strained the treasury. Crimean War against Russia in 1853 to 56 alone cost millions. Tax farms failed, trade imbalances grew. Europe industrialized. Ottomans exported raw goods cheaply, importing pricey machines. By 1854, the empire was broken. First of these traps was the first big loan taken in 1854, 5 million from Britain and France to fund the Crimean War. Interest 4 to 6% with gold clauses ensuring payment in hard currency. Ottomans borrowed in pounds and francs, but revenue were in devalued paper kurus. Bad math. More loans followed, over 20 between 1854 and 1875, totaling around 200 million pounds. Rates climbed to 12%, while lent to a sinking ship. European banks like London's Glenmills and Paris' Bischofsheim saw profit in collateral. Custom duties from Izmir and Istanbul ports pledged first. It was like handing your house keys to the bank for a credit card. Abdul Hamid II took the throne in 1876 amid bankruptcy. Revenues 22 million lira annually. Debt service 27 million. Impossible. In 1875, default loomed. Ottomans owed over 200 pound million payments, ate 50% of the budget. Enter the bankers. In 1879, a British-French consortium lent 4 million pounds more but seized control. The Ottoman Public Debt Administration (OPDA) was born. Headquartered in Istanbul's Galata Tower, it wasn't Ottoman. Commissioners from 6 powers, Britain, France, Germany, etc., ran it like a colony. They collected taxes directly, 40% of the customs, salt, tobacco, even stamps, bypassing the Sultan. By 1881, OPDA controlled 45% of revenues, employing 7,000 staff. Sultans started to beg for pocket money. Abdul Hamid II played powers off, allying with Germans for arms, but that neutered him. This wasn't just numbers, it crushed people. Peasants facing crushing taxes. Exports funneled to Europe. Infrastructure built for profit. Baghdad railway by Germans, but tolls went to bondholders. Revolts brewed. Young Turks rose in 1908 promising reforms, but they too started borrowing money from European powers. World War I sealed it. Ottomans sided with Germany, lost, and debt ballooned to £160 million by 1923. Allied occupation post-war demanded reparations. Ataturk dissolved the empire in 1922, pounding Turkey debt-free by renegotiating. So, why did the Ottoman Empire fall? Complacency met predatory lending. Europe used debt as imperialism light, no need for armies when banks own your wallet. OPDA was a model. Egypt's Khedives fell the same way in 1876. Greece defaulted repeatedly. You can still hear the same echoes today. Argentina's cycles, Pakistan's IMF traps. You are living it. Debt traps, weaponize dependency. Ottomans teach reform without sovereignty is suicide. The Ottoman Empire debt trap wasn't fate, it was engineered collapse. What do you think? Could modern empires fall the same way? Comment below, like if this blew your mind, subscribe for weekly deep dives, and hit the bell icon.